Isn't it nice to feel safe and away from the horrors of last episode, huh? Welcome back to Sunless, guys. This is Chadomi, and yeah, we're at New Winchester at the moment. Last time, we set out to find Port Prosper. In this region of the world, we went kind of northwesty, even though we should have been going northeasty. We found the circus, nearly got destroyed by an attack of 3 different ships, and had to sort of scuttle our way back to New Winchester. Easy peasy. This time what I think we're going to do is we're going to retry an expedition to Port Prosper, because I'm sure it's around there somewhere. I'm sure it's just at the tip of our fingertips, and we'll be able to taste it in just a minute. But before we do that, we do have to go give some port reports to people, to the company house or to the colonists. Now, I saw that there's a menagerie passing through New Winchester. I don't think we have enough money for that, but we'll definitely have a look. A tattered poster by the station advertises the services of Mr. Menagerie, purveyor of fine scouts. An accompanying picture displays a tall cloaked figure, slightly stooped, clutching an array of adorable little beasts close to its long chest. Well, we'll have a look. The cloaked figure looks up as you approach. Its garnet-hued eyes gleam from the darkness of its hood. "Scouts," it rasps hopefully, its voice like a cleaver on a whetstone. "We trade scouts for things and stories." It leans closer to you. "We're leaving soon." Aha! So we need oof. Yeah, we don't have any of that. Just have a read of these. Finding one conveys little information. Finding one conveys more information. Aha. And that's 3, but little information. Okay. Oh, can't exit like that. I don't think we'll have anything. Mr. Menagerie nods its head. "We're moving elsewhere soon, but we'll leave a note saying where we have gone. We'll have more things to show and stories to tell." It turns away, humming an eerie tune to itself as it gathers up its things for the next leg of the journey. Right. We'll just see where he's gone. Yep, we'll read the note. We go to the Regent's Obelisk, which you have made into a gaudy amusement. Okay, so that'll be the circus we found last time. Yes, that will be the circus. I'm thinking of swinging back there on our way back from Port Prosper, not going straight away. I was actually going to go straight away, but now that Mr. Menagerie's there, maybe we can, grab some visions of heaven and stuff, because we got some last time off of those, off of them people, I remember. Why aren't my keys working? There we go. There we go. But yeah, we did grab some last time off of those enemies, so maybe we'll be able to grab some on our way this time. So I think we're going to be giving... Oh, Victory Hall. Now I'm just thinking about it. Maybe it's better if we do turn in the port reports here, because if we get their favour, we can get... but we do need the favour of the other person to get to that... I think it was a ball or something. It was somewhere luxurious and very sort of noble sounding, so we definitely want to have a look at that. See if we can, get some interesting stuff from there. Ministry stamp permit. We get Salinstude gossip. But what we want... Yeah, that's what we want. The invitation to the Prosperous. Yep. Oof. Got a lot of... Well, a lot of money, actually, for, just sending in things. Prosperous. The prudent secretary smiles thinly. A party, yes. What fun. They hand over an invitation and inform you that if you wish to make use of it, you'll need to get to Albion through the relay at Port Prosper. Port Prosper being at the north. Aha. Well, we'll definitely have a look at that. Well, I guess I'll meet you there when there's something more fun to be seen. We found a scintillating grotto. And just as our scout found something, we found a train. We're gonna have a fun time fighting. Oh, another one! Oh, there are two up here, interesting. Which are gonna try and whip round and bang. Yes, we got him! Right, loot some of the hold. A bulging sack, we gained some money. It's not bad. Now we're gonna try and use this as the sort of... As soon as he goes one side, we're gonna dodge around. Come on. Let's have at you. That was so close. That was so close. So close. So we can get 3 shots off, roughly, with the mangonel. Ooh, that rock kind of kept us straight then. Yes, another one. We're getting way better at this combat. Unusual items. We always want the unusual items. Salad stewed gossip. We've got a lot of those now. But onwards with our travels. So as we're approaching the edge of our known map, this is the part where we're going to discover some new things. So obviously I need you here. The sound of gunshots in the back. Beautiful visuals though, my god. This game's so pretty. It's Takati. And who are you fighting, sir? I think I'll just let them get on with it, to be honest. Unless you want to ram into me? Oof. Very nearly got hit there. Can I go through this? Ah, this is one of those, I know what these are. These are pirates. Like, not pirate, but, well, stashes. I'm gonna try and, you know, avoid them. Send out a scout to see what's going on up here. Because it looks like a very open space. There's findings to the right, but not a station, unfortunately. Even though that is a bit far out, so... Can we head that way? Game. Game. No? No heading that way? I'm thinking if there's a wall there, maybe... But we've gone so far this way now. We are quite low on fuel, though. I thought 3 fuel would carry us a bit further than it has. But yeah. So there's something there, but since we're already this far, I think it's just best to continue. Could be worse. Could you not? Drunk drivers could be worse. Yeah, it could be worse. Half a mind to attack it. So I think this pocket of the world is closed. Don't think there's much to be found in this part of heaven. With only 1 fuel remaining, I don't know if it's a good idea to push onwards. Maybe there's something deeper? And no, there's not. Oh well, back to the drawing board. Or to the nearest port. In that case, because we do need the extra fuel, I think. See you there! And just as we're coming back, we find the remains of one of the dreadnoughts, the Takati 1. Huh. We have a ministry-stamped permit, of all things. And another pirate. try and keep him from behind. If this rock gets out of our way and we can line up a clear shot. Which we cannot, obviously. He's not going to shoot at us, is he? Oh, we're in a dangerous position now. Yeah, could have avoided that, but... Oh, somebody else is shooting. In terms of hull, I think we're good. We're going to loot the hold. 2 jumbles of undistinct. It's not bad, as far as things go. Oh, that was a dodge. Yep, we're able to survive. Actually make another one. I think that means Terra, yep, just went over 50. One uncanny specimen. Interesting. We leveled up in between times, by the way. But yeah, we'll be doing that as soon as we get to port. Now we just received this. An engineer cries out, her voice hoarse as a professional mourner. It's gone! She points through one of the stained glass windows. A star! It winked out! You look through the glass. Stars burn upon the firmament. The specific patch of sky she's pointing to is indeed empty, but you couldn't say if a star had been there before. I mean... I'm gonna chance it. Your careful schedule lasts until the 3rd night, when 2 of the watch persons are struck down by an overwhelming melancholy. Their eyes are dazzled with starlight. You are forced to relieve them of their duty before the ailment afflicts anyone else. Lost 2 crew. Ah well. At least that means supply consumption will go down. And to be honest, 8 crew is not a bad amount of crew to have. Speaking of that, we're nearly at New Winchester. Because when I looked at the Palmer and Plenty's, they don't sell fuel. So that's a bit of a bugger. To go buy some from New Winchester. So you have to trek all the way back here to buy fuel, because we have no port in the region. I'm going to head up there, though. So, yeah. See you when I get back. And before I forget, before we head out, we're going to have to do that level up. So looking at it, by the way, we've got some new ones because of our affiliation. The Thief Oath will reduce the nightmares. We haven't gotten it yet. And the Narrow Escape, because we had less than 10 hull. So I think it's a choice between them, because they do give us extra things as well. You know. So I think we're going to go for the Narrow Escape. And did it make us cautious? Well, to be honest, I think it did. But has it emboldened us? Carpe diem, all that? Looking at it from a non-roleplay perspective, we want to buff the, you know, the melee thing. The iron. So I think we'll do that. Anyways, back to exploring. Just left the circus to get our terror down a bit. And now I think we're back out to having a look at that part of the map. Now we did have a knock. Lost a bit more hull, so we're at about half, so maybe this isn't the best of ideas. But we're definitely going to have a look, see if we can find Port Prosper. So I know behind Port Prosper is the relay to Albion, so I'm wondering if that's what that is. Seeing as it hasn't moved since, you know, any last visits. So I think we're gonna basically hug the left side of this for a while. And then see... Ooh. Ooh. Seems like we're heading somewhere a bit more fungusy this time. Although less enemies, so I'm not complaining about that. But that is to the north-northeast. So... maybe there are indeed... well, maybe Port Prosperous is indeed behind here. The cruise terror is a bit high, unfortunately. That's to be expected amongst all this fungus. I just hope we don't come across anything too evil. Would be a shame. You can probably sense the concentration in my voice. Trying to stay alive is the hardest thing in this game, so even if I'm a bit poor, I don't mind, as long as I'm alive. The music's quite worrying, but then again, the atmosphere of this game is as incredible as I remember it being. So this is a narrow path. Quite narrow. The messenger of the heavens, breathes a member of your crew. There are tears in his eyes. What is this? Faith's fall. What remains of the behemoth's carapace is scarred with sigils. Most are marred and broken, some still holding a sullen, resentful power. Your locomotive is stopped on a broad, flat section of the shell. The few sigils nearby are too cracked to risk much harm. We need 2 supplies to go in there. Nah. And we would need the repairs, but to be fair, that's a low chance. So I think we're just gonna leave it be. What if the game decides not to freeze on me? Oh, there's a tackety scout. So it can't be that bad around here. Even though the music is absolutely creepy. Huh! Tracks! I think he's gone and done it. I think he's gone and found it. I think he's gone and found Port Prosper. What a relief. Although we'll have to go past Faith's Fall every time we go. Unless this is not the way. Or unless there's another way. The incautious driver, his fingers twitch in protest at Hybrus's sleepy atmosphere. Hybrus? Ooh. Let's have a look at Hybrus. A fledgling colony trying to dig its fingernails deep enough into the spongy fungal fabric of the reach to cling on when hard times come. It is a sad truth that many more settlements are founded than flourish. Let's have a look at the bazaar. Ooh, bronzewood. Oh, that's expensive. Not gonna lie. Buy Verdant seeds. We might need some of them. Actually, because I picked up a prospect back at New Winchester for Lustrum, so if we can find Lustrum, we'll definitely have to head back to Hybrus to buy some. Of octogenarians. Nestled amidst sprawling, sporing gardens of fungus, Hybrus is a colony of octogenarians. Hope I'm saying that right. Rotting buildings slough gently into decay. Maintenance is poor, the population aged. An insect speckled with fungus flies past drowsily. Growth asks no license. reads a barely legible sign staked into a collapsed pile of fungal eggs. Well... I mean, we're gonna have to have a look at the mare. Leave the port report and have a look at the mare. Here's a firm handshake. Welcome to our little hideaway. Watch your step. There's one about to fruit. True enough, the little white sack at your feet suddenly splits. Snaking tendrils of red fungus explode outwards. The mayoral assistant, a severe woman of slightly less advanced years, guides the mare to a nearby bench. You may stay as long as you like. Well... we will definitely gather a port report then. Life moves slowly here. There are arguments over the rules of bowls and the correct amount of time to steep tea. The station master seems to avoid the villagers. There is an unusual, unique quality to the starlight which filters through the underside of the caps. Well, I believe there is. Well, we'll explore, sure. A game of bowls has been organised on the flattest bit of march, not bowls. You're invited to participate by the mayoral assistant, who proves herself a mean backhand draw. Ooh. When all is over and everybody has retired for fungal juices at the Brendan, the wizened mayor takes you aside. This is what it's all about. A second youth. First in some cases. He grins conspiratorially. Well, we're gonna have to ask him about that. The wizened mayor chuckles. Oh no, we'd welcome youth, but we don't get many settlers coming out this way. We're happily secluded here. He smiles wistfully as, across the march, his mayoral assistant trounces an unfortunate bowls, not bowels. Our best years were spent by others. The wizened mayor glances towards the town hall, where preparations are being made for a performance. We have plans to hopefully change that, though. Well, it's good. We're going to explore the settlement, have a look. We don't want to be taking tea too expensive. A game of bowls has been organised on the flattest bit of march. You're invited to participate by the... Oh yeah, we've already done that. Ugh. Quite tired. That's why. It's quite late here. Fingers of black and red mushroom rise from the sodden ground. Tendrils of white fungus form vast arches. An earthy smell pervades the air and follows you through the swamps, like a lost dog. In the middle of a grove of writhing sacks, you find a plinth adorned with broken and twisted nameplates, the shape of collars. Brabazon Workworld has been imprinted on each. Huh. Well, it's a slow day. Fair Nance waves as she lights candles outside the Brendan. Infected fireflies dance around the long match. The wizened mayor calls to you from the balcony of his house. He's going to bed. He rather overdid it bowls earlier, you see. Well, on that note, don't think there's much else for us to do, other than leave this place. Huh. My turning is quite strange. Actually, I'm having a hard time turning on one side. I'll just fix that. 2 seconds. Huh, there seems to be a slight issue with my keyboard, so as long as I don't press too hard, I don't think it should become an issue, but try to get it sorted. Ooh. Skyfarers, exposed to the haunting lights of the stars, are prone to sudden obsessions and erratic behaviour. A junior signaller is discovered in the hold amidst a pile of dissected books. She's cutting out words and grouping them in clusters to represent a new system of linguistic categorization. Narrative is preposterous and occlusive, she informs you. Meaning is the only sensible foundation for classification. You examine her arrangements. The words light and law sit side by side. Nearby, conjunction, philosophy, and faction huddle together. We'll confine her. They're no good to you in this state. You confine them to quarters and resolve to discharge them at the next port. The atmosphere aboard is subdued for a time, but it is understood that these things happen in the sky. The heaven's price, they call it. Well, 1 crew down, that's more supplies. Oh, I know what these guys are. They're dangerous is what they are, so lights out. I'm gonna send out a scout. There is something up there, so we're gonna have a look. Because we are still looking for that Port Prosper. Did I get this right? It is north... Yeah, northwest. Yeah, so I did get it right. Around here somewhere. Could even just be here. But oh well, we'll have a look at this last thing and see if we can get out of here afterwards. There's a wreck. Mourn the dead. Gaining terror like it's going out of fashion, so lights will have to come back on. Oh, and some supplies. Well, we're going to send the scout out again, scavenge them. Nothing. Nothing in these parts of the world. Figured as such. We're going to push deeper. We have the fuel for it. In any case, does Hybris sell fuel? They only sell supplies. Okay. Still feasible. But at least we found Hybris. Of what use is it? For the time being, not much. Apart from the Verdant seeds, potentially if we find Lustrum. Which in all honesty we probably won't anytime soon. But hey, still a way to go. We're getting more terror related events though. Generous Weave. Ooh. Okay, so that just takes us back round, yep, to the horror. Well, we didn't do anything to the horror, and even though the music was quite creepy, I don't think there was anything to be alarmed about. So despite the fact that it's getting quite tight, I think we'll just head. We could have a look here. And this is still northwest. Kinda northwest, but I mean, compared to New Winchester, yeah. I'll have to have a look there. I'm determined to find it in this sitting. Oh well. We'll know post-cut whether we have. But yeah. Until such a time. I guess I'll see you later. And we just restored a bit of our hull, so that's pretty nifty, I would say. Okay, so we're arriving at the frontier of the map once again. Hopefully for the last time this session. Oh, yep, we're gonna dodge them as much as possible. But we're still gonna send out a scout, just to see if we can find anything. Tracks! See, I was gonna go down here, but hey. That is our Port Prosper. Whoa, I don't know what that ship is, but man, it looks nice. Time would be devious. We found it! Yes! I knew we would. Port Prosper. And obviously we hit something. Because my driving's really bad. Queen's Cross Station. Let's have a look at this bazaar. Okay. Good price for verdant seeds. Interesting. You can buy unseasoned. Okay. We'll have to have a look. Crammed at the feet of a hulking crag, Port Prosperous is a little London, divided into an affluent West End and an impecunious East. Queen's Cross is a busy station, crowded with engines that have arrived through the nearby transit relay from Albion. Well, first of all, I'm gonna deliver her. Six spaces! Oh wow! She disembarks with her bag in hand and peers up at a clock tower that is being raised above the station. It is tangled with scaffolding, and rings with the sound of hammers and the cries of workmen. Definitely taking that payment. Thank you, Captain. Here's the balance of our agreement, and as promised, a requisite. So, there was a slight issue with the recording there. Unfortunately, we don't have the end of the conversation, but we got supplies, some experience, and she told us that there was opportunities to be had at the clock tower, but I think that's a perfect place to wrap up this episode. So next time we're going to be exploring a bit more Port Prosper, maybe even heading south for some reason. I heard that Lustrum, according to my... No, where is it? They're in the hold, the prospects. Oh, I haven't opened the hold all session. Oh no. Oh god. Lag spike. There we go. Where are the prospects? Where are they? They're on the side here. So Bronzewood for Port Avon. Munitions for Port Prospers, yes. And Lustrum, south-southeast. So we might be taking a look at some things like that next time. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. And obviously pop back to the circus, because now we have way more things to exchange for a potential bat. But in any case, thank you ever so much for watching. Have an excellent rest of your day.